What's up? What's up, everyone? What's up? 9:30 is 1 hour by side, right? 9:30. Sorry, 9:30 is not 1 hour. I think it's overall like this by side. So these relative equal heights with that 15 minutes last fair value gap. Like if it can go through the current 15 minutes fair value, which is this fair value, that's the next level where it can go. And I think right above that I have the daily breakaway gap as well, and there is a new day opening gap. So yeah, I mean it can go for that level. So yeah, like it's that buy side. I keep all my buy sides and sell sides like until one is taken. For example, this is taken from yesterday, but this is, since this is previous day high, I will just rename it as PDH as my point of interest. So that daily bag is what I was talking about. And this is the sell side, but it's okay, I don't really need that one, it's too far. So if it can go lower, we can mark more. Ravi, Sijo, Martin, Omar, how are you, bro? Must Rider, Craig, how are you all? I have been how's everything? London, have you traded? If you have, what's the result? By the way, 15 minutes might be a little messy on my end because I was doing it from my laptop, so I had to do or draw a lot of things over there. But this was a hourly change in state. If I can show you from here, this hourly change in state from where I had the 15 minutes fair value. I know it's not the best fair value, it's a very small one, but as long as I have a fair value gap presented inside the leg, I'm more than happy to use that one. So it's that part, left it, breakaway gap, another breakaway gap. Why I'm saying all of them as breakaway gap is because it left portion unfilled. As long as there is unfilled area, I'm more than happy to call it a breakaway gap. Same with this one. This is a gap that was not revisited, or it's completely unfilled. In that case, I can mark this as my 15 minutes breakaway gap, and like that's the expectation. Doesn't necessarily need to be a breakaway gap, but that's the expectation since I have another one on top. So these are the PDRs that I would love to see if market can break or not. And above this is the array that I would love to see if market can break or not, because if it can break there using 930, I will utilize the 15 minutes fair value plus the 930 fair value to target this buy long or buy side liquidity. Let me actually do one thing, let me readjust like the express funded on, let me readjust from OBS Studio so that I can have the buttons nearby. Because it's too far for me. The monitor I'm using to stream is literally on my right side, so amazing. Let it go there as well. I have settlement lower, so wouldn't be surprised for a initial lower run or something. This is how that looks inside of your higher time frame point of interest. Well, let's see how far the market is willing to go. It has reached for the buy side I was anticipating yesterday. However, yesterday, since it expanded too low, like for too much, I was more than happy to get that buy long. It was really good. Literally, this was the buy long that I took. Let me mark exactly the 25% of the 15 minutes bullish fair value. Inside of that, this liquidity graph market structure shift, fair value gap. Now this is not just liquidity graph market structure shift. On the 5 minutes chart, inside of that exact area, there was the order block or the change in state candle. So you saw on the photo that I shared on Discord when I was anticipating that move, I shared a order block marked like this way. So I think Ravi or Shiva, someone was asking like how that is the order block. I cannot figure out. It's literally that. Okay, so that 5 minutes change in state overlapping with this. So my entry you saw on that is was there. Okay. I don't really want to press right here. I would love to see the fair value gap forming first. Yep, no fair value, no entry. Strict rules, no fair value, no entry. Wait for the fair value to form. By the way, let me also grid the 930 to the settlement. So that was 25% retest or revisit. For some reason I always do it that way, always, although we all know like what I was trying to figure out over there. But yeah, I mean, for some reason I always do it that way. So instead of using this as the 0 and this as the 1, as that is the target or market is coming from the high to low, so the fib has to be drawn from the high towards the target or low. Overall bias today, Kitty Pen, since before the market it has already cleared the buy side, I'm literally willing to wait a little. I was thinking about a bullish run until it can clear this buy side. It was literally the obvious one. And about yesterday, like, remember when this high was forming, I said it's too clean to leave behind. It's that high, not that one, right? No, this one, the 930 fair value gap. Inside of that, the high it created, this one. This was the yesterday's 930. Today this area actually reacted pretty good as well. Like literally during the London silver bullet or other sessions, it has reacted pretty good over there. So even look here as well. So I don't know if we have to keep using it or not, but let's see. That's the 50%, and this is the first 930 fair value. Since it cleared the buy side, I would love to see if it can break through these fair value gaps or not. I have sell side, okay, I have lots of sell side left over there. By the way, can anyone tell me like what is the Nvidia earning report or whatever the earning reports were? Is it positive or negative? By the way, another thing is the news came positive, so market, the first move you saw can be the fake move. I would love to see where is what is the crypto doing, because crypto is going higher like crazy. And is it still continuing, or the 930 actually started to retrace? Kind of retracement. Crypto is retracing. Okay, I talked about that level 372, exactly from where it is reversing on crypto. Ethereum, actually my friend is literally doomed. it didn't give us any entry, and also I was not willing to press any button when I have so many fair value, like bullish fair value gaps right around that area. It's trading into, like, most probably it's gonna trade into the hourly fair value gap. Let's see, like, if it can give us a change in state on a higher time frame or not. Hey Alex, what's up? I had a evaluation account with top step September month and I blown that, but today I got a message in my top step that I passed that same account and I can pay 140 for the XFA. How is it possible? False message or something. Were you trying to trade that ineligible account? Like, you can practice with ineligible account. I really don't know, like, or maybe the mail, yeah, like as Mustard is saying, it might be the scam mail or something. Oh, come on, not again a day like this, just one-sided delivery. Hourly fair value gap traded, hourly last fair value gap is getting traded. So, and it's breaking that as well in a single move. How come? How come? Is it what the New York session gonna look like the whole time? If that is the scenario, then it's better to trade London only. It's literally the way yesterday delivered, it's the same way today delivered. I would love to keep it for maybe a bit longer, the opening range gap, because you know what I'll do? I'll remove the fib just to keep the chart clean, but I'll put another one here as settlement, but I'll change the name. Oh come on, that sounds bad. So opening gap. OG, old is gold. How far? How far have you reached? I had sell side, okay, I had clean sell side below, but the way again it's going there, how the hell someone gonna frame a setup or even look for an entry? I marked until this for, but previous day low is the target for today from the daily chart. Okay, like if it can go through this is the target. Even won't be surprised to see if market is going for that level. Yeah, so this is the target for today. It took the buy side yesterday, failed to close above. Sell side is the target. Again, buy side cleared, failing to close above. That's the part. But I would love to see like how market is going. One-sided. If it's one-sided, I will literally finish the stream early, because it's literally, it will be a gamble to look for anything. I don't know if there was anything at 9:30 or not, but if there was literally nothing. So what I'm seeing over here is the unemployment claim came positive. So if it comes positive, the DXY should go higher, although DXY is also not that bullish to me. Like, literally, this is the DXY chart. This is how the DXY is looking. From 1 minute, from 15 minutes, this is what it looks like. And 8:30 was even bearish during 8:30. So yeah, I mean, DXY, that's why I don't use DXY that much. It can be good confluence, but if you are analyzing or if you are doing your weekly analysis using DXY as well, make sure you do the analysis first on NQ or ES or whatever the pair you are trying to trade, then you confirm it with DXY. You don't analyze DXY first. because it has now a lot of, like, it has cleared, actually it has cleared the buy side with that leg or that high news candle, this one. So yeah, I mean, if this is how it looks like, I'm not gonna trade, or I'm not gonna wait to see how the market is doing. New opening gap from old on, but it's a very small opening gap to utilize. Most importantly, I'm looking into the fair value gap candle. It has actually taken that low as well. Nvidia and Meta also dumped. Okay, what a move, what a fall. Yeah, like, wish it didn't do something like this over there and gave us a fair value gap to participate, because settlement was lower. 9:30 open happened here. First delivery was towards that direction. At the same time, it has already cleared all the buy side that I was anticipating, reached to the fair value I was talking about even yesterday, and only left equal lows over here. Equal lows, relative equal lows. I have kept both of the levels, but yeah, unfortunately I cannot frame a trade from this area. I have to wait until market can actually show us something. It's just the starting 3 minutes still left for the first 15 minutes candle to close, so you cannot be so sure about like it's already done its retracement or something. So yeah, it's better to wait. I don't know what is this level over here. Maybe it is something from the laptop, or I don't remember. This is yesterday's 9:30, and it was supporting pretty good over there, like literally support resistance happening pretty good. So that's why I draw it on more time. But this is today's 9:30. Wait until market can actually show us some proper displacements, or proper, like, not displacement, we can see how that looks like, but proper retest into a fair value gap or something. For example, above this high, I now have a 5 minutes bearish fair value, and there is a 5 minutes breakaway gap around that area. So if it can continue, like if it can go higher, somewhat around this settlement range or something, I would love to look for the sell short from there for the sell side liquidity. But if it continues like this, I have nothing to do. 2700 retrace, I took short. I locked XFA on a gamble short. Okay. 2700. 27. Oh, so you took the sell short until 2700 level. 2700. Oh. So you took this short, like these two candles. Oh my god. 57 seconds left. Let the market decide what it's willing to do, and then we can look for our setups. Oh shit, man. Then this was a better gamble zone. Like higher time frame point of interest, above a clean buy side liquidity. So either this one or this one. Let's see how big. Like it should be pretty big as well. I'm marking the midpoint because at least you are seeing the rejection from the midpoints even on 5 minutes like this. Okay, so it has traded midpoint 4 times over there, so you could easily participate into that. But that's after it happened, it's not when it was happening. So don't take it for granted. I'm just having fun with the chart. Okay, so now let's see what the market is willing to do, because that's the first 15 minutes candle closer, and I have now two 5 minutes fair value gap represented over there. I would love to see how the market is trading inside of that zone. 723.75. 723.75. Is it? Oh my god. How big of the range are they? So this, I can mark that fair value. I'm just checking the 5-minute fair value gaps 25% level. It was to 723.75, came very close to it, but let's see. No weak candle over here. Would love to see that is taken and that is this fair value of the new day opening gap low is getting traded. If it's willing to go for that sell side liquidity. And 50% is 42.50. I'm just keeping an eye over here and marking these levels just to tell you guys like where and why I'm marking those levels. It's not, still there is nothing. Okay, there is literally one big down close candle on 15 minutes chart. So no bearish fair value yet, no proper retracement happened yet. So wait, I'm waiting. I have made 2174 during my London session, and yesterday I shared every PNL that I had, so around $5,000 was what I made during the PM session when I found my setup. I shared it on my Discord, right? So if you guys are in my Discord, you should know. Same with today's entries as well. Whatever entry I took, I shared it. And today I didn't copy to 5 accounts cause, sorry, 4 accounts, cause I was literally thinking about withdrawing some money from the other ones. So I copied it into 2 accounts. One, today's 7,000 plus. That's the 50% of the 5 minutes fair value gap retest happened. However, still I would love to wait for a proper setup or displacement from here before I can look for the sell short. I don't really need it. I'm keeping it over there, but I will not use it. Like this is, maybe I'll keep it like this. Nah, black is good because I can differentiate. You should marry a London girl because you are so in love with London session, bro. That's the session that made me who I am, like regarding my trading or something. So, and think this way, bro, it's already 2 a.m. when I'm starting to look for a like setup or anything, like when I'm starting to talk about something with you guys or even my stream. How can I do this every day? How can I? It's already 2 a.m. like only 10 minutes left for 2 a.m. So 1:50 a.m. midnight. Each candle, the size is literally 20. I'm not happy with what I'm seeing over there. That's why. So let me keep it this way. Why I'm saying this is because it's too big. Each candle is literally like 30-40 handle sort of move. So I would rather utilize this one, and let me just draw the 15 minutes breakaway gap from there. I switch to MNQ because it will be a gamble even with one lot. Okay. Okay. MNQ reached until that far. NQ didn't reach. MNQ reached. Okay, now that is a problem. Now that is a problem. This MNQ reached until that far. Oh no, actually I marked the wrong one over there. It was, oh shit. It was me who marked the wrong one. This was the bag. Yeah, that is still a bag, but this is literally like below the buy side liquidity. This is the last fair value gap that market traded. Came all the way back for this. That's why you wait. That's why you wait. Waiting is the key. Because look, one big fall and then again it's going towards the buy side. So how you can justify that fall? It has traded the upper portion of to 780, right? 780s. Okay, so this candle has traded the high of the 5 minutes fair value gap. The breakaway gap is sitting at 798.25. Let's see. That's the yesterday's settlement price. So that's why I kept the settlement over there, because I think until 10:30 you can utilize the opening range gap. Market can find support resistance in between. Regular trading hour, this is how it looks. So that gap, opening range gap, it's that gap. I would love to see how the market is going lower from this. Like literally a displacement is what I'm waiting. Like I can see the displacement happening right now, but I would love to see that it's closing below the 5 minutes candle so that I can mark my change in state of delivery, and then I can look for a possible setup again. $696.50. If it can do that, I'm happy. If not, I will wait. 15-minute candle, 50% retracement. You mark, bro? Not really, but if you are willing to do that, you can do that. Like 50% retracement, I don't mark it that way. Since I was trading from laptop, let me actually put a couple of levels that I have to keep on my chart. For example, the midnight, it is somewhere here. Let me now go for a precise midnight. So yeah, that's the midnight, and I need the 830. 830 is right up there. Oh, so the 830 news was not that volatile. It's literally like this. Oh, damn it. What just happened over there? By the time I'm doing something, it's literally... The way I mark is today's range, the high and low. That will be good enough for me to see if it has reached for a premium or discount. And I can see that is exactly what it did actually. So it went for the premium and discount, and then gave me the... Oh, it was literally tick by almost tick by tick the optimal trading zone. Like this, that level. So that fair value above 50%, that's the premium and discount. So went for the premium array. Not pressing yet. He's still willing to see if I can get the 5 minutes change in state or not. So far it didn't give me, and I'm happy to wait. Or the other way is, I would love to see this swing low is getting formed, and then market is breaking that swing low with new fair value gaps. That was the 5 minutes 25% level. That was the 5 minutes 50% level. How big? Let's say I got a entry around this. Propulsion block, not covering this, not a good, too big, too big, too big. The entire move had only one bullish fair value. Let's see if it can create it as inversion fair value or not. That's the only bullish fair value it had. So if I get the entry here, stop loss above the third candle's high, target is this low or this low. First target will be this one, then this one. Let's see if that is the scenario or not. So let it first create it as a inversion. I already have the fair value gap above, so I'm just waiting for the 5 minutes change in state to form, and maybe this fair value to get turned into an inverted fair value. Hope it's not expanding crazy. Don't you think that rejected from 15 minutes breaker? I saw that breaker, but the problem is there is no proper swing high over there. There is literally equal highs, exact equal highs. So that's the reason, like, I didn't look into that level. Like, this level had literally no proper swing high on the 15 minutes chart. If I can get the entry, then I would love to take it here. May not give me because of the midnight. When this happens, it usually doesn't fill the order. It goes through that fair value and continues the move. When it closes below the midpoint like this, or at the low of the fair value like that. Could have been a good entry if I could get it, but let's see. Because I have now, like, very clean sell side liquidity. Come on. Oh my god, it's gonna go even lower. It's gonna go even lower. That was the close proximate, I guess. $47 left. 5 minutes CISD is sitting right here and here, so it can go for that level. In my time, so hard to work at 3 a.m. with kids too. Yeah, Sijo, you told me it's too early for you. Now or never. Now or never, the entry. I don't want to FOMO press, man. It's literally now or never. This might be the propulsion block and it can create a fair value gap one more time. Yes, leave it like this way so that it can be the clean liquidity target. It can be the clean liquidity target. Just leave it like that way. The candles are so big that I have to like literally zoom like this way. Come on, come on. This was a close proximate entry. I should have actually took it in market execution. Let's see. Because what it's doing is, after trading that 5 minutes fair value gap, it's now in the form of creating another 5 minutes bearish fair value. So it will not give me the entry. It's gonna go for the sell side straight away. This was the entry, close proximate. I couldn't take it. I should have, like, instead of putting a limit order, I should have take it by market executing on this candle. But it's okay. I'm already, like, I have already got the profit I was looking for. By the way, if I got the entry, the stop loss is still too big. Maybe here, because there is a small fair value gap. So the third candle's high, 34 handles, is still too big. This was how it was looking like. And first partial, if I had the opportunity or option, and this could be the second partial or final TP. It can go even lower, but I'm willing to finish it over there. $532.75. Not interested anymore. But yeah, I mean, this sell side and this sell side. I took the market entry. Amazing, Murad bro. You have done it. You have done it. By the way, if you have taken market entry, let's assume you got your entry somewhat around this area. It's nearly 70 handles that you have already got. Five minutes chart has a lot to say. Okay, like literally, if I show you from the 5 minutes chart, let me remove all this. After trading the fair value, leaving breakaway gap as a breakaway gap, it's now creating the new fair value gap over here. Change in state happened. I will still look into, like, if it can leave the liquidity like this way, and if it can go back for the order block or change in state retest, I will still look into the trade. But if it goes later, using, like, after taking the liquidity, I will not utilize that one. So yeah, that's how it looks from the 5 minutes. One to two for a reason. Third candle's high. $18 seconds left. Again, same shit. Without confirming it properly, it's gonna continue lower again. It's like yesterday. Remember, just for a tick or two, it didn't confirm the order block. It's literally that thing. Now I don't want to press in FOMO. That's why I didn't press, but it's literally doing that part. The reason I'm saying this is because it has traded the fair value, that's why. Okay, so it's that reason. Why am I putting it? It's okay. By the way, guys, if I put the chart over here, it's not because uh, I don't know, like it's not because I need empty space on my right. It's because my main monitor is too big and this monitor is way farther from me. So that's the reason I always try to keep it close to my eyes. It's that part. So yeah, like the way it traded, I know how it gonna go lower from here, but still I didn't press over there. It's the exact same scenario yesterday, like yesterday when market was going higher here, this one, and this was that retest later. See that exact same scenario? It's going for this level. I don't want to press. That's the reason. Like still, if I press somewhat around this area, like any of this area, my stop loss has to cover the high of the order block, or maybe this candle that covers the fair value gap and the mean threshold as well. So it's 39 handle and I don't have much room to target. It's not a small room over here, it's literally 56 handle, but the reason I'm saying this is because, you know, like I look for 1 to 2, so it's not, it's, if I target 1 to 2, I have to target until literally this far. Maybe let's see, 524 can be delivered easily, but again the same scenario I just showed on the bullish reversal over here. Didn't confirm by a tick, retraced, went through it. The high of the order block was tapped. See, the order block body was not tapped. Look very carefully. The exact same scenario you are seeing over here. So if it goes higher now, I'm not looking for a sell short anymore, because it has already cleared today's low, which is the London low as well. Time-based liquidity, it has cleared that. And the entire move so far has delivered one single bearish fair value gap on the 15 minutes chart, or even the hourly. So waiting. And this is the breakaway gap. This is the last fair value gap. This is how it looks on that common area. So waiting is the key right now. And no change in state for the buy side, so I'm not aiming for a buy side yet. And there is barely any buy side left, except for all the way back to this high and that level. That is now the strong buy side. Not willing to do that on a day what started with a big dump. Sijo, MNQ, what happened? Murad Hussain, you traded micros or minis? I think mini. Took quick scalp short, booked 0.8%. Amazing, amazing. Another 300 secured. Amazing, boom. Arthur is the 1 hour order block holding the price. So far it is, but let's see. Like so far, I mean, I think you are talking about this part, but no, like not that one. I'm talking about the one here. Is the new day overlapping with mean threshold? No, so let it do it. The reason I was saying or seeing that is because this leg has now again created two 5 minutes bearish fair value gaps from this high until this. So I would love to see it's going for one of those fair value if it's willing to continue lower. 6 on 8.25, 6 on 8.25. Holy shit. Sorry, 681.25. Yeah, so back into this would be great, and that will be also good because it's above midnight. It has cleared today's low, but I would love to see it's taking the other liquidity as well. It's too clean. It has now generated more liquidities over here. I'm just marking the last fair value. Let's see how the 1 minute last fair value is doing. That's the last fair value, right? Should be all right. It's gonna go through that. Overlapping, don't need it. This is the 15 minutes bag because it's still a it's still unfilled. This bag from 15 minutes you will see better. It's still partially filled. Okay, and previously market was rejecting from the midpoint. So this is a area from where it can also reverse or reject, at least for a bigger retracement. I'm expecting if it can go for the 6 on and bit higher because of the change in state from 5 minutes, like this change in state level. So this, at least the low of that. I have 5 minutes on the other side, so I'll just keep an eye on the 1 minute how it looks. There was this change in state in 1 minute. Let's see how the change in state looks. Fair value gap, fair, yeah, so there are multiple fair values, but anyway, waiting is the key here. Patience is the name of the game. It has cleared the obvious sell side liquidity, so I'm more than happy to wait. I'm more than happy to wait. This is my bullish reversal, I guess. 1 minute 24 seconds left. Go and close above 696.50 if you can. It just traded that inverted fair value and the 5 minutes new range 0.5% that way. But I'm waiting to see if it can go through the any of these fair value gaps or not. Even better if I can get that 15 minutes change in state of delivery. Premium and discount. Premium and discount of this range. High of it, please. Am I missing anything over here? Explain your today entry, must rider. Today entry, you want to know about the London? London. I just removed that fair value, so let me just draw the fair value one more time. This was the fair value, and above this sell side liquidities there was this fair value. So from 1 minute, the first one, the one I shared on Discord, this was pure accumulation phase, okay, like consolidation over here. From 5 minutes it will be clear like this. See that no wick candle? On my screenshot I have taken the profit over there, right above this. I will show you where, but from 1 minute. from 1 minute. I was looking into that reversal, if it's happening or not. So this is where that part is. It's a very small area or zone, but might make sense. 1 minute, like this is the 15 minutes fair value gap. The midpoint rejection was happening, so I will keep it on side again. This area is where I took the entry, first entry. So I will put it aside. 1 minute last fair value, or you can mark this part, which is your what it calls balance price range, or you can mark that one single fair value gap on this high to this low. That is your inversion, however you want to mark it. So just keep it as the last fair value. It's holding inside of a 15 minutes bullish fair value. Left these liquidities. The whole scenario was looking to me like this way. Okay, so accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Now the distribution, if you saw, I took a partial at this level and I hold the rest of the position for this 930 fair value gap low, because it was literally respecting that area. So there was this liquidity grab inside of 15 minutes fair value gap. Okay, like it might not make sense to a lot of you, but I know what I'm doing during the London session. Good enough for me. Volume imbalance with a fair value gap overlapping. You can draw from this candle, or if you want, you can draw from this to this. Although I would love to draw the other way, because from this and this I already have the fair value gap lower. So let me keep this aside. This is that fair value where I took the entry, literally from that area, and this was my first target until this, just above this, because I believe like this can act as the order block, because it has already cleared liquidity from this, and previous high was already clearing liquidities. So, and also there is a huge bearish 15 minutes 5 minutes fair value gap inside of this leg, so I was not willing to hold too far, even though my buy side was all the way back like up here, but I was not willing to do that until it can create the 15 minutes bullish fair value gaps. So yeah, it is what it is. It was that leg where I made most of the profit. The other one was aftermarket trading into this fair value. Let me show from 5 minutes so that you can understand better. It cleared this low. The low it created on this leg, it was not trading this fair value gap. So after trading that no wick candle, even from 5 minutes or 15 minutes, after trading the same range inside of the same fair value gap, when it took that liquidity, change in state of delivery, retest higher fair value gap that should remain partially filled. After that, the next fair value is a regular fair value. It's a very small one. I have some volume imbalance lower, but anyway, it can be fully filled, but I don't want to see it's broken. Again, the same thing was happening over here, but my entry was literally around this area. There was a 1 minute liquidity grab market structure shift with fair value gaps. So the next one was literally here, here inside of this leg. So change in state from 5 minutes, this was the fair value that I was talking about. Like I would love to see it's presented before the change in state is confirmed. Like it happened before the change in state is confirmed. I missed this portion. I went outside after closing the trade. I went outside to have some food and tea or coffee, something like that. So when this was happening, market created one breakaway gap on entry fair value gap. It didn't retest any of those, went higher, came back for the fair value. This is the fair value inside of that 5 minutes fair value, overlapping with new day opening gap. So I had so many PDRs where I utilized the second entry. So this one I didn't hold for a long move or something. Literally the high it was retracing from, this is where I exited. That was the entry. 2 entries that I took. and this one I took only one lot, so it was like around $400 worth of profit, something like that. Yeah, so $600, not 400. Okay, what do we have over here? What do we have over here? That huge move created only one what it calls one bearish fair value gap. I would love to wait another 8 minutes. By the way, there was a news at 10, right? Okay, so this was that news. Doesn't matter. I would love to see how the 950 to 1010 did. So retracement into fair value, one single should have looked into it earlier, because that leg was all inside the macro, so macro is only for taking liquidities. That's why most of the time during macro, like it does something like this, comes very close to it but doesn't give you the entry. Implied fair value, let's see how the implied fair value is doing. Anyway, I don't want to use implied. I don't have enough insight about implied. I would love to leave it that way. No change in state formed. Market traded the 5 minutes change in state or order block. At the same time, how far it has traded, let me check that as well. Mean threshold or something. Nah, 25%. Not bad. It's too volatile, man. Bit afraid to look for an entry when one single candle has $51 worth of move. I know it can go lower for the next level of liquidity, which now is a strong area, but at the same time I'm not willing to go with a 50-60 handle worth of a stop loss. It's too volatile. If I can trade MNQ only, maybe that can be a thing that I can utilize, but not this way. Not this way. It's literally one single candle. Again, 36 handle worth of body, and I believe with the wicks it's more than 50 handles or nearly close to 50. Like how? If it gives me entry over here, where should be the stop loss? Covering the breakaway gap, right? Cannot. Like if you can find the setup, or if your stop loss is suggesting you to take the entry, like if you can tolerate the risk that you need to put over here, you can go for it. But for me, I don't want to take one lot with 500 with nearly like $1,000 worth of risk. I know the possibility is also bigger, or if I could get the entry from a certain area or level, it could have given me bigger profits, but I don't want to do it that way, like risk big to gain big. Yesterday I made a mistake, otherwise the profit could have been literally more than $12,000. When that 930 high, I was literally saying like this is too clean to leave behind, so market will at least take this high. Yes, I held the trade for even longer until this new day opening gap, where I had a 15 minutes last fair value or something from yesterday. Let me check here. So until this fair value, oh no, sorry, until this fair value gap overlapping the 15 minutes fair value. The mid of it was where I closed my final position, but the entry I framed over here, not there, here, this is the 420 candles move, which is Nvidia earning. But this is where I framed my setup. I held it until, like, I took partials, but the mistake that I'm talking about, let me show it a little. I know it's not a mistake, but anyway, that's how I trade every time I'm trading. So this is that area. 15 minutes fair value, exact 25% was traded with this leg. This accumulation, manipulation, market distributed higher. This was that 5 minutes change in state, which I marked as the order block, overlapping with fair value gap. My entry was literally, like, I market executed, I got a tick inside the order block. Like on my screenshot you will see it's literally around this level is where I got the entry. So liquidity graph, market structure shift with fair value, and confirmed by the 5 minutes change in state inside of a higher time frame point of interest. The mistake that I'm talking about is I was anticipating this level. Remember, like yesterday, the whole time I was saying this is too clean to leave behind, and I said at least I would love to see market is trading this fair value. So what I did is that fair value, when I was trading, it was somewhat around this area, like around this area. I didn't extend it, so when my chart was bigger like this, I didn't see that fair value. What I did is I marked this fair value as that one, and I closed a partial over here when this is a very clean high over there. Why I'm saying clean high is usually you want to see that this candle's wick is the bigger wick. If the, like, you don't want to see this type of wicks, you want to see bigger or longer wick on either of those. It's liquidity over there for me. Similar thing. So yeah, I mean, whatever, maybe it will not make sense to you, but something like this, okay, like swing high, it has to have something like this, wicks on both sides, that is indicating a swing high like this way. It's also, if you mark from here till there, it's okay, but look, the bodies, the wicks, the body is here until this far, but the wick, like this candle's wick, it was not there, like something like this. The same range, same area has overlapping wicks like this way. Look at that. Okay, support resistance, simple support resistance. So you want to see that resistance is happening before a retracement or reversal. So yeah, like the mistake I was talking about is I took the partial bit earlier, where the first partial could have been here below this, and then the second partial I was willing to take above this one. There is a 15 minutes fair value overlapping around that area, if I'm not mistaking. Like there was a fair value gap, midpoint is exact overlapped over there, and the high was around that. Since it was rejecting from midpoint, the high was my next focus for the next partial, which was around this area, and the final one was there. So that's where I closed my trade. But since I closed one earlier here and another one earlier here, I got like less profit than I could have made from that trade. 3 lots worth of entry. Okay, again look, 1 2 fair value gaps, no retracement, fair value gap, no retracement, fair value gap, no retracement. Already sell side is taken. Now this is the sell side from here, but I'm expecting market to take the previous day low, which is this one, because on the daily it failed to close above the previous day high. It took the liquidity, but it failed to close above the previous day high. So this is going to be the target. Now I have more liquidities below that as well. If market goes like this way, I might have to finish the stream without an entry, and I cannot actually, I'm sorry, but I I cannot. For example, when it was trading the change in state candle, the order block level, I anticipated that. Why? Because there was a 5 minutes fair value gap and this was the midpoint. Or was I not talking about this level like 618.25? Just listen carefully, you will understand. And I was waiting for market to see, like I was waiting to see if market can go through that level and close above there or not. It went there into the 5 minutes last fair value or the only premium discount array on this new leg, okay? From a swing high to swing low, this was the fair value. It respected the fair value, traded back into the range or retested the change in state of delivery candle, displaced lower. New fair value gaps are forming. Same thing, two fair value gaps traded. Where is that fair value of that leg? Or how far market has reached? See that 0.5? This is where it reached. So premium discount of a leg, it's that part. Anyway, so too big of a move or too much volatility, I cannot utilize that one. That's the only thing. Let me read your messages. Let's see. Explain your entry today. Buy is going. No buy is going, man. It has, I said it clearly, like the sell side I marked over here. It generated more liquidity over there. It was a retracement that happened. No buy. Just this. Okay. Here is another thing. This was the highest, like leave that one. That one, it didn't give us, like it gave us close proximate entry. It's done over there. Okay, so that leg was done. On this leg, the highest up close, or like sorry, the highest or the last bullish fair value was this one, which market broke here and traded. This was the inversion fair value. I missed already, like when I came back after talking about this area, market was trading around this. So I was looking forward to these fair value gaps to get broken. It's the same way. It closed around the lower portion. It never revisited or retested that fair value. Not using it as inversion because this is the actual inversion for you. It's the any leg, the first fair value gap. So when it's falling, this is the first fair value. It's disrespecting. It's that one. Same way, the whole leg, this was the only fair value over there. If there was a fair value here, I would mark that as my inversion. When it was going higher, there is no fair value here, but I had a fair value gap here. Now, this is 1 minute. Remember, like it is going higher by creating relative equal lows over there. So even though this will be the inversion fair value, when market will go higher, for example, now if it can go through the last fair value, this one, and since it has cleared the liquidity and trading the literally the lower portion of your 15 minutes, let me check actually if it broke that or not. It actually broke by one candle, so I would love to wait a little bit. But if I had to mark an inversion, this was the inversion. Okay, like if I'm bullish or looking for a buy setup, this was the inversion. I would love to wait because this leg has actually closed below the last fair value gap of 15 minutes. So even if it is the inversion, I'm not gonna utilize it, or I'm not even expecting market to respect it straight away. Why? Because I would love to see that this close below was a fake closer. It was not a what it calls, it was not a usual close below the fair value. So the last fair value can act as the inversion for the market. Like not inversion, the way you are using it is, it was finding support before, broke below, it can find resistance. So you are using it that way. But this is the fair value that should be your inversion fair value. If this is the fake breakout or fake closer, I'm waiting to see if market can continue higher and create new legs or not using this fair value. Now maybe if you are good enough, or I'm not ICT, or I'm not that good the way ICT is, I don't know, like the third candle's low is right here, it's 34 handle worth of a stop loss. Now if you're targeting maybe I don't know, it's already giving more than 25 handle, so I don't really want to talk about it. Let's say this is a fair value gap with no wicks over here. So if you're targeting until this far as a retracement entry, maybe that is a possibility or probability of this fair value gap. I would love to see if it can break above this fair value and make that a support and continue higher or not, because it has broken from 15 minutes chart and it cannot, like, usually if this is the last level of defense and market has broken it most of the time it is not the fake breakout, it's the breakout that can play out after a little while. So I'm willing to wait until that. One single candle has delivered nearly more than like 28 handles. What a bloody joke. Is the same scenario over here, same scenario over here. So whatever is your first fair value that market has to break before it can go the opposite direction, that fair value should be your inversion. The other way you can use the inversion is the fair value that is responsible for taking liquidity. So let's say this fair value sent price lower and that one took all the liquidity. You can keep this fair value in your chart. When market will break that, you will find that this fair value is also holding the price. When it broke above, it's also holding the price, or at least it's acting as a support zone over here. Why? Because market found resistance on that fair value. It's like simple points. That's how the support resistance work. It is that 1 minute breakaway and first fair value entry was there. 1 minute breakaway and first fair value entry, like these two. I mean, it's rejecting from the level or the area I was anticipating. Yes, maybe that was a good area to look for an entry, but unfortunately here, okay, it didn't. I was keeping an eye on this fair value because of that overlapping PDR over there, which is that new day opening gap. It's a small gap, but still, it's a small gap, doesn't matter. See that here as well, overlapping PDRs. I'm liking that sort of thing. So if it could give me the entry, like maybe this candle could give me the entry over here. It was a riskier approach because it's a huge fair value gap and huge range to cover with your what it calls. It's a huge fair value gap and huge range to cover with your stop loss. So I might have just covered, I don't know, maybe until this far. Still it's a bigger one. Maybe the entry could have been inside of this big fair value 25%, and that I believe overlaps with the new week opening gap as well. So if it not from the low, I would only take the entry around this area. Still it's more than what I can risk in a single trade, where I cannot put my stop loss properly, because has to be here, or at least around that 75% mark of that fair value gap, if not at this level, because you are expecting it to remain as a breakaway gap. Market has like balanced price ranges over here, okay, like it has overlapping fair value, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, buy side imbalance, sell side, both for both. So maybe this is a safe place. It's I don't know, like it's too big. I cannot take the entry like that way, and I'm not okay. It has actually reached until that exact fair value that I was showing, using this until this 40 handle out of move. That bullshit. Okay, do not frame a setup like that way. It's literally bullshit, because it's too big, guys. It's too big. Cannot. Not gonna press the button, but I'm putting it this way. Let's see if it was a safe approach or not. Nah, too too big. New day opening gap, the mid, although the liquidity is below, but just putting it this way. How big of the move? 55 handles. Oh my god. 27. Unbelievable. If I do not get a 15 minutes FVZ, then can I use 5 minutes FVZ instead of it? Okay, you have two questions. One, yeah, there is a 15 minutes FVZ which is partially filled. If I want to take a trade on that, which area should I consider between the filled and unfilled area? So the unfilled portion is what you are considering as your partial or take profit, the midpoint of the unfilled. So for example, this was until this far filled, the midpoint of it should be the first focus. Don't worry about how market is doing over there or how market has rejected from that area. Just your profit should be there. It broke through that, good. That's something like that's good for you, but your profit, you must have to take partial around that. Since this is the liquidity, that's why I'm talking about that level. I don't know if that is the exact midpoint or not, or this low was a retracement low. Let me check actually from 15 minutes chart. No, that's the unfilled portion. This is how it looks on the 15 minutes chart. It has reached for that level as well. That's why I'm not pressing the button. That's the first one. I don't know if you got this. Okay, let me give you an example as well, like how beautifully it works. How beautifully it works. I forgot exactly when was the day, since it's a long ago, but let me see. Oh, here. Look at this huge fair value. It's funny how market works. See that? Okay, so the new week opening gap high is overlapping with that huge fair value gap. Market reached for the new week opening gap midpoint, or let me mark it like this way, the grid. First rejection 25%. Generated more liquidity. Okay, like this is what now relative equal highs over here from 15 minutes chart. Second time went for the 50%. That 50% is again what? Unfilled until this far. The high of that midpoint, I was going too far. It came multiple times. So here, rejected from the 25% area, or at least traded 25% rejection, created more liquidity around that. Next time it came, took the liquidity, traded the midpoint. So I have now 25%. First quadrant trade happened, the second quadrant or the discount end of the fair value trade happened. I have filled the fair value gap, filled until this far, until this. Market took the liquidity, traded there. It didn't trade the unfilled fair value. Like you can break it this way as well. That's why I'm saying. When this was my liquidity, okay, like this was my buy side liquidity, and that was the unfilled portion. Remember, let me again mark until that first so that you can find it. This is the new buy side liquidity that cleared these buy side liquidities, kept that much unfilled, from where the market started falling, or the whole fall happened. The unfilled midpoint. This is the most important part of that fair value. Why that is important? I'm keeping the unfilled over there so that you can have the the midpoint over there, but again that 75% and that unfilled, so 25% rejection, midpoint rejection, 75% rejection, whatever it is, like it overlaps that way. It's more, it's a very important thing. Even though the midpoint was like the unfilled portions, midpoint was above the new week opening gap. Let me remove everything from that area and let me just show you from 15 minutes. See that fake breakout? So 15 minutes chart gave you a fake breakout above the new week. How are you determining if it's not willing to go for that level or even the all-time high, that 88? Okay, on a bullish market overall, like the direction was like this. Come on, this was the direction on the bullish market. Okay, so on a direction like this, on a bullish market like that, if it broke the last barrier that it was like without that fair value gap that I showed, or the way I showed you, without that fair value, what it was doing, rejecting from the new week midpoint, bodies are staying below the new week low, rejecting from the new week low, rejecting from the new week high, rejecting from the new week mid, again rejecting from the new week mid, bodies are below it, traded until the high of that new week, rejecting from the new week mid, rejecting, finally broke. Now you're looking for buy long, right? I don't know like how you utilize your new week. Are you looking for buy long? Because here, just this part, let's see how 1 minute is looking like, because I got my confirmation inside of a from the 15 minutes that it has closed above the new week. This is how the leg is looking like. Fair value gap was formed over here at the level of this new week high. Market was trading back into that. Okay, you didn't maybe framed over there. How about anything before that? I mean, there is fair value overlapping here as well. Market is already showing some possible rejections over there. There is literally no valid swing low that you can mark as your market structure shift. I'm not talking about any of those lows. You know, I look for at least 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right. It's only 1 candle. Same with this one, only 1 candle. So I don't have a market structure shift to look for sell short. At the same time, don't forget that it is way above that new week opening gap. So if you're looking for buy longs utilizing any of this fair value or this fair value that is overlapping, what you are doing to yourself? And think about the way I shared that fair value gap. I called it out literally on that day. I said I would love to see how market is rejecting from the midpoint. If it's failing to reject, then I'm targeting until this far, the last fair value gap I had over there, by the way. Let me keep an eye over there. So I hope you got that answer. And question 2, if you don't get a 15 minutes FBC, can you use 5 minutes? You can use it, but if the move is too far, for example, it's a big move on the 15 minutes as well, but you are barely getting any fair value, first prioritize the hourly or higher than the 15 minutes. If you can get it over there, good. If not, then come one time frame lower than 15 minutes, which is the 5 minutes. Always prioritize the higher one. When in doubt, zoom out. Whatever chart time frame you are looking at, if it is confusing to you, if it's doubtful to you, always zoom out and check what exactly you are missing over there from the higher time frame where it retraced. For example, from 15 minutes chart, all this already, like literally all this leg, it has broken so many bearish fair value, bullish fair value gaps over there, like this move yesterday. Yeah, so that is yesterday's leg. I was just making sure that I'm not going too far behind, or It has literally broken every single bullish fair value over there. It traded back into the last down close candle from 15 minutes. Why this down close candle is important? I'm not like, can I trust this down close candle? That how market is falling, can I trust this to hold the price and send again higher? I cannot. At least I cannot. So how I can confirm it is, why this was important? First, let me talk about that one. Here, liquidity inside of the 15 minutes fair value gap. This is the 15 minutes last fair, like I'm on the 15 minutes chart. Forget about this one. This is 4 hours, but I'll go there a little bit. This was the last fair value gap from 15 minutes. There is another one below that. There was a low sitting inside of that. Market has taken that liquidity with a wick and trading or staying inside of the fair value gap. This is that candle that is responsible for taking liquidities and trading into a fair value. Now I'm looking into a 15 minutes chart and I'm using a 15 minutes chart to confirm that this is a order block for me. Is it a good idea? I don't think so. But here is a part. Do not forget, I don't give a damn about the size of a fair value gap. I need a fair value gap to confirm it. See that? From 15 minutes, I'm showing you from 15 minutes just to give you guys the idea like why I'm specifically talking about the down close candle. There was a fair value gap presented over here. Now let me go back to the exact same area. This is your hourly. What I did, I just jumped into one time frame higher than the 15 minutes. This is that 4 hours breakaway. That hourly down close candle that has cleared liquidity was trading into a 4 hours fair value gap. This is that lowest down close candle when the change in state was happening over here. Remember those two red lines? Again, from 15 minutes chart, you had a fair value gap already over there. So that is a valid change in state of delivery. Did market retested or revisited that? No. Here, it didn't revisit. What it did? Created fair value overlapping with it. Wicks causes the damage, body tells you the story. Where is the body staying? Inside of that fair value. How far the wick traded? That's the mean threshold. Where is the rejection happening right now? From the mean threshold. It's literally that lowest down close candle. Now I can trust it because it's that range is from not just 15 minutes. That range is like, remember, this was that 15 minutes candle. From where it is rejecting, from where it is rejecting. Rejection block, support resistance, whatever you can call the area, you call it, but always focus into your higher time frame. If in doubt, zoom out. Last fair value gap. Market did it traded over there? No, but it's rejecting. Why? Because I have order block above that fair value. It doesn't require to come there. It's that simple. Why I was looking into that 4 hours from weekly? Okay, let me delete all the drawing. I'll bring it back with using Control Z or something. What is this? And when is it? Weekly candle. Okay, I'm just like, this leg was the leg. This is the only down close candle from this area, so I'm just utilizing that one. And also it was taking previous week's liquidity. It's a weekly candle that I'm talking about, so I hope you guys can understand what I'm saying over there. It took the sell side, failed to close below. That's already good enough for me to look for the bullish day. I will explain why I'm saying this. Change in state. How can I confirm? On time frame, let me actually mark that level one more time. Just mark, let me mark the high of the order block and let me mark the mid, like the change in state level. This is that wick on the daily. Fair value gap, fair value gap, fair value gap. Do I have it? Yes. 4 hours. Overlapping PD array. Okay. Weekly candle one more time, sorry, forgot to show you the mean threshold rejection. That's how it looks on the daily. Previous time it didn't trade back into that. Okay, this is where it traded that mean threshold. Just a little ago, what did I said? See that liquidity grab happened? That was the, like, from this swing high to this swing low. This was the only fair value, which is now what? Your inversion, midpoint, weekly order block midpoint, tick by tick overlap. Why I'm using the volume imbalance? Remember what did I said? When market is trading from high towards towards low, the volume imbalance is what market gonna hit fast, or market gonna trade fast. That's why when you have like a bullish fair value gap, you want to mark the volume imbalance above the fair value. A bearish fair value, you want to mark the volume imbalance below the fair value. If let's say there was another down close candle and the gap, there was a gap like this around this area, you are marking with it, cause when market will retest, let's say market came here, what it will retest first? The volume imbalance, then the fair value gap. So it's that way. Why I'm marking this here? It's a bearish fair value. Market broke it, turned it into what? Bullish inversion fair value. So it's now your bullish fair value, right? That's the volume imbalance. And that's the fair value midpoint overlapping with weekly mean threshold. Confirmed by what? Daily fair value gaps, the change in state. And then 4 hours, the same midpoint overlapping with what? Inefficiency. Why I don't want to see market is coming here? Because that is a problematic area. It gonna break the mean threshold, it gonna go below the daily fair value gap. It's already at the low of the daily fair value. How this fair value should work? If this is your breakaway gap, what sits above a breakaway gap is a regular fair. I don't have the settings over here, coordination or visibility, but I hope you will understand. This is, if this is a breakaway gap, what sits above a breakaway gap? A regular fair value. It can be fully filled. Better if it doesn't fill completely. That shows the strength or willingness that market is willing to go higher quick, fast. It's that part. For example, I will show you from this. This is Ripple. 1 minute. I shared a entry today from this leg, and I was targeting until this size. There was a equal high over here, like literally relative equal high. This liquidity grab, okay, exact equal high actually. There was a 15 minutes last fair value that I still have here marked. However, let me show or talk about the entry that I took right here. It's trading already inside of a 15 minutes fair value. Let me find it. I believe this was that level. It works everywhere, but like ICT concept, if you can figure it out, it works everywhere. But it's this is today, right? 20th November. No, I'm too far. Okay, here. Something around this area. Let me see from 1 minute chart, because I forgot exactly where. Yeah, here. Yeah. So inside of a 15 minutes bullish fair value, which fair value it is trading is this one, the third on, fourth on, whatever you can call it. It is trading that. But more importantly, where is that fair value sitting? Okay, inside of a 15 minutes fair value and a 1 minute fair value. Okay, and remember there was this swing low as well as a liquidity when it was trading, but forget about that. Just think about this: accumulation, manipulation, distribution. When that was happening, liquidity, market structure. I missed this opportunity over there already, but anyway, doesn't matter. The last one, bearish fair value, how does that should work? Inversion. One single leg or this single leg took liquidity from this low, sorry, this low, this low, and this low, and this low. What does that highest up close body close? Is it a swing high first? Okay, is this a swing high? If your answer is yes, then what is this candle? It has already traded the breakaway gap before the market structure shift. Where after the market structure shift, what it did is it just traded the breaker, especially this, okay, body to body. Look, when that happened, what it left over here is another fair value gap. When, think this way, liquidity grab, market structure shift inside of a 15 minutes fair value, and it has cleared all the liquidities like relative equal lows or whatever lows it has created. For example, these were my relative equal lows over there. When that one was taken, now with this low it has created, and this low, okay, like this leg created more relative equal lows. It has cleared that low and that low as well. So I have literally only fair value gaps below this. So I don't have any liquidity to worry about. From there, when market was going higher, isn't this a perfect 2022 YT model? If it is, like, if your answer is yes, I'm sorry, I'm talking alone but not reading the chat. Give me a little moment for that. So if the answer is yes, then think about this. You have a fair value gap. You have another fair value that market has already traded, including your inversion, whatever. If you could use that one before the market structure shift, good. If not, no problem. Instead of trading the fair value, when it confirmed the breaker and market structure shift, it just traded the breaker. Okay, like even this candle. The very next candle could one more time revisit the same area, trade the fair value gap. It didn't trade. What does that indicate? The first PD array it hit or it had, it is respecting that. What does that indicate? That it's in a hurry to reach somewhere, to go somewhere. This is not the leg I'm talking about. It's showing the hurry. Look at this leg, man. Boom. That bag. Remember that 15 minutes back, the one I had, like, I don't know, like I had drawn from 15 minutes chart long ago, like that area. How does that delivered over there? Like the when it indicates the hurry, this is the hurry. Okay, it generated liquidity for later use, took the liquidity after reaching to that point of interest, after grabbing the liquidity. That is that part, that is that part, that when it will, like when it is respecting the first PD array it has on its way. Just think, okay, this is the fair value gap confirmation, and there is a down close candle. What the market could easily do after this down close candle? It opened here, okay, it opened here, right here. It could literally, the very next candle, this candle, it could literally create the wick for until this fair value gap, which could have been the fair value retest, and then continue higher. The screenshot I shared on my Discord, you will see my entry was a market execution, so it was a little above like around this area, which was literally around this. I will bring it one more time. Just a second, guys. I know a lot of people are getting bored. I have nothing to do in the market, that's why. I don't think I took it from my phone, like the photo I shared over there. It's a very blurry photo, but I would still like to show you how does that look over there. When you know it, money is nothing. Money is nothing. How many people are watching right now after all this bullshit talks that doesn't make a whole lot of sense? Okay, it's that leg. I took it from my phone, so I'm sorry about the quality over there. But yeah, I mean, it's that leg. It's still going higher, whatever it is. And by the way, XRP USDT, just to show, it's called perpetual future or something, the word, but futures contract, it's that. So Tether, XRP, USDT, same pair I'm showing you. So yeah, I mean, willingness to go higher, if you can see that, it's that part. So let me actually try to bring back all my drawings that I had over there that I removed. Okay, I have now, no, not yet. I believe this is the one. Yeah, whatever, I can do it later, but not interested. Okay, that's why not interested. Fair value gap here, like the breakaway gap, this is the next fair value traded, not interested. Low formed, fair value, fair value, fair value, third fair value it's trading, so not interested either. It's better to wait. If you are in a buy long already, that's good. I don't know how far you can target, because the only target for me will be this, not this fair value, this one. I will mark it as 15 minutes FVG, since that is the bag. I will mark it this way, because now this is a strong liquidity, strong buy side liquidity. For that you need to see at least a 15 minutes bullish fair value gap is forming. And sorry for making you guys bored. I don't know, like, if that made any sense to you guys, whatever I tried to show from the Ripple or something. It's more obvious, like, if you are bullish on the market, you don't want to see a certain level is getting broken. Simple as that. Now rest is up to you. Eventually rest is up to you. For example, I have talked about it so long, like I think Shiba or old like people who are with me for a long time, they can confirm, when on a leg market creates a, like on a big fall or big leg, market creates a single fair value gap on your higher time frame, which in our case is a 15 minutes time frame, or even hourly you can go if you cannot see any fair value at all from 15 minutes. Chances are that is your inversion fair value. Simple. I'm keeping it this way. Why? Because yesterday, okay, chances are market will not respect it. I'm talking about that part. See this yesterday's move, one single fair value. Yes, by the time the market closed, it came until the top of it, then this is 4. Okay, this candle is the 4 hourly candle, 4. So the report came out, Nvidia earnings, market gave a big fall in a 1 minute single candle. It was 174 handle worth of move, something like this. Okay, so this is nothing. I'm not seeing it's rejecting because of that hourly fair value. It's just the news candle that delivered that. I will show you the candle again. But eventually what market did it respected it? Even like, look, the midpoint, okay, one single fair value on a single move, I don't give a damn about that fair value. Similarly, one single fair value over here. Now I'm willing to see this 15 minutes chart from high to this low, one single bearish fair value. It's already like, its market is on the halfway, it is already creating a 15 minutes bullish fair value. If it can create this fair value, what you gonna do? You are not going to take any entry using this. Yes, wait, observe. If you get a setup inside of this fair value, maybe you can look into that, but better to observe it and wait for the next 15 minutes fair value to form. Maybe it will go a bit higher, trade here, come back, retest to this, and the new leg will give you a new 15 minutes bullish fair value. That is the better. For example, yesterday again, I was struggling inside of this area. Am I on the right side? Yes. I was struggling inside of this. Remember, I was taking entries, but it was not paying up that good, giving or showing little profit here and there, but it was not working that good. But what happened right after that? When the time came, there is, if you might be thinking, why not this fair value? That's already inside of your 12. Like this is 12 p.m. candle. This candle started at 12 p.m. So when this fair value formed, market is in lunch hour, so nothing to do over there. But after the lunch finished, this is the fair value from the same fair value gap area. That's the fair value that gave me more than $5,000 in profit in a single account, which I was copying in 4 accounts. So I hope you got the idea what I'm talking about. Big fall, big fall. It's the exact same scenario over here. And by the time, like, look, think this way, okay? The same scenario. By the time this second fair value was forming, it was lunch hour. What is the time right now? It's nearly 11:12. So when market will trade here, by the time the next fair value will form, it will be the lunch hour. So I mean, I don't know, like if you can utilize this sort of information or not. Just the main part is the first one, it's a big fall. The first one, do not do anything. I suffered yesterday, right? I don't want you guys to suffer. If you have to learn anything, learn from there. Time is the first priority, then the price. Fair value formed from this fair value, yes, could have been one of the best fair value to trade if I had the time. It was literally the time it formed, it's already the lunch hour starting. So whatever market did, it doesn't matter to me. If it continued to go higher, retracing from this fair value, whatever the next fair value I will see inside of the next kill zone, which is the PM session, I would utilize that fair value. It's that fair value. When that happened, the entire move I caught, like literally the entire move with proper setup. And I talked about these clean highs. Market will never leave highs like this. Clean highs like this and relative equal highs like this. It will never leave it. It's that part. The reversal points, okay, like the big fall points. What did I show a little ago? Like multiple candle wicks are overlapping, left and right. Reversal point from the body to the wick. Isn't it the similar area, same area? Even now, rejection block, you don't need to use it. Just think this way, this is the support resistance, okay? How big of a delivery doesn't matter. Look here, overlap. Like how big, how small, it doesn't matter. As long as it meets the criteria for your setup, your take profit, your whatever it is, that's good enough. 20 handles, 10 handles, 20. I saw, let me check actually. I would love to call out the name in this case. I think, let me check actually, just give me a second. Like one thing I saw, like one Twitter post or something that 10,000 is easy a month. Is it on my Discord or is it on other Discord? I don't really want to then talk about it. I'm sorry. Since it's not my Discord, I don't want to talk about it. Like I saw something that 10,000 a month is a bit hard. It's hard because you don't have that plan. That's why it's not hard. Think this way, okay? Like forget about 150k challenge or 50k challenge or account, even 10k account. Let's say you, for example, top step allows 6 accounts at a time. If you don't target thousands of dollars in a single day from one single account, how much you need to make to gain $10,000 every month? even with one account, let's say one lot of entry in a single month, I think you have around 20 days or something. 20 days or something. One lot is 25 pips a day. Now, in terms of the money, how much is that? $500. Okay, with one lot. But what did I said? If your target is $500 a day, just $250 risk, 1:2 take profit. Buy side, sell side, is it? I'm discouraged with trading New York or always 15 minutes breaker. You're talking about this one? I saw this change in state on 15 minutes. So maybe I'm also willing to look into the 1 minute structure. Let's see. But if it is willing to go higher, I would love to, like, this is the exact same time that I'm again trying to trade. It's the exact same time that yesterday I was struggling. I'm using the exact same time to trade today as well. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's see. This is the CISD candle from 15 minutes. So I would love to see which fair value can be the fair value. I'm waiting, okay? I'm not pressing button. I'm not looking for entry. I'm just waiting to see either this fair value is getting traded. If I have to frame, I will frame from any of these two fair value gaps. And PPR back. And yeah, New York is, it's bullshit nowadays. I'm sorry to say it this way. Maybe a lot of other people, like as I said, I don't trade New York that much, so it's not a good session for me. Most of the time I struggle in my stream. Okay, I struggle, and you guys know I don't hide anything. If I take a loss, it's in front of all of you in the stream. The day I get the good read on the market on New York session, that day I can make good money. But yeah, I mean, whatever I anticipated so far, it delivered that way, but the way it delivered, it already cost me some money before it delivered. For example, yesterday, even other streams I have showed like so many losing trades in my stream, but off stream, when I'm almost done with the day, I'm planning to stop for the day or sleep. Literally, I'm finding my setup or I'm taking it off stream. Because AM session, literally, it's too hard. Most of the news happens right before AM session or during the AM session. So I'm not an expert in New York AM session or even PM session. All I know that if this happens, then this has to happen or this will happen. I know that way, like if this, then this. It's more like I'm a programmer, right? I am a software engineer. So I go with the logic. If this, then this. It has cleared sell side, it has traded. What did I say about this fair value gap? The 15 minutes last fair value. Just I'm bringing my, if this is fake, then what? I would love to see a candle is closing above that fair value. And if this is fake, then I don't want to see it's repeating. It's happening one more time ever. So yeah, I mean, if and then is what I use. Sell side taken, what do I have? Some buy side. Let it generate more buy side, no problem. I can wait. I have the whole upside. Okay, remember, the downside is always limited. Upside, there is no limit. There is no limit. Sky is the limit. Why I'm saying it is because, think, NQ, how far it can go until the downside, like zero. So $21,000, if it falls 21,000 points, it will go to zero. That's limited. It cannot go to negative 1, 2, 3, 4 and 20,000 or 21,000. But when it's going higher, do you have any limit over there? Bitcoin, ICT said a long ago it's gonna go to zero. But what happened? It's nearly 100k. Is there any limit? But when it was falling for that $15,000 after the all-time high formed around 68,000 US dollars, it was falling until how far? 15,000 something range, right? So it had another 15,000s until it can hit that zero. But how about the upside? Where is the limit? So that's why if you miss something, wait for the wait until there is a clear indication. For me, what I'm seeing over here, this is inducement liquidity that market has generated. Maybe a tick has cleared that low, but what is this now? Relative equal lows. So I would love to wait. I anticipated two fair value gaps. If it doesn't trade here, I would love to wait until that happens. Why? Because it didn't trade the 15 minutes bullish fair value either. And do you remember the fair value I was marking from 5 minutes, that this fair value previously found support? When it will go higher, I will look into that. This is that. So if you're looking into the 5 minutes structure, this is the 5 minutes breaker. It has cleared two different levels of liquidity. Liquidity grab, market structure shift, fair value, it's trading the breaker. If market is willing to go higher, I would love to wait for a volatile move towards the buy side that will create new 15 minutes bullish fair value. So this can remain as a breakaway gap. This is the only fair value so far. I would love to see the next fair value and I can utilize that one. It's that way. It's my way. I mean, this is how I look into the chart. If it came here, I was more than happy to anticipate, like accumulation happening, manipulation, distribution. Simple. After a expansion, this is the expansion. Okay, this is no way, this is not expansion to you. After expansion, it's a sideways price action. No reason to rush into a trade. Wait until accumulation, manipulation, distribution happens. Manipulation happens, like happen too far into the range, still I'm more than happy to see that, as long as it's not breaking that change in state of the order block candles midpoint from the same time frame. So 15 minutes order block, the mean threshold is, let me actually mark on my other chart so that I can talk about it, 6 on 9.75. Is it? Yeah, 6 on 9.75. This is the change in state or 15 minutes candle midpoint. 1 minute can trade into these fair value gaps below that level, but from 15 minutes I really don't want to see market is breaking that fair value. That mean threshold. This is the change in state, this is the mean threshold, and this is already included or already inside of that order block range. 7 on 6 is the high of the order block, so I think this is that 7 on 6. Yeah, so this is that order block high, this is the opening price of the 15 minutes order block, that's the midpoint. But let me remove this one and keep the rest of the levels. I just marked that just to show like it doesn't need to come here all the time. This is there, but I would love to see it's coming here because of that accumulation, manipulation, distribution. If not, then there is more liquidity, and this can be the target after during 11:50 and 12:10 macro. The one I was talking about from 5 minutes chart, let me just draw it a little bit so that when I was saying like it found support over there, so resistance over there, so when it will break I would see it is finding resistance. It's that support resistance. Okay, this is the real support resistance, and that's why I use this type of fair value that is responsible for taking liquidity. I use them as my inversion. That I will go long at the back if I see 5 minutes CSD. like this. Let's see if the volatility has changed a little or not. I'm not framing a setup, I'm just like looking for the type of a stop loss. Not really, it's still 30-40 handle worth of a stop loss. Like just to cover from here to here, it's literally 23 for handle. So volatility is still there, it's still there. 5 minutes CSD happened, but without, like, it didn't trade the 15 minutes fair value gap. Instead it traded that change in state candle level, or the 5 minutes breakers that you have around this area. Consecutive, but yeah, I mean the highest one you can mark as well. And it actually respected literally two overlapping levels over there. I don't want to see it this way, so let me wait until it can go for this clearing. I'm just clearing because I think they are irrelevant to me. This one, okay. Low, high, lower, low. Liquidity grab, market structure shift. That is the 25% of that inverted. That's why I keep multiple charts, okay. I'm seeing on the other chart and I'm showing you here later. 1, 2, 3, third fair value trade higher. Let's see. 1, 2. Second fair value doesn't make sense. 1, 2, 3. Third fair value trade went higher. Here, 1, 2, 3. Third fair value sell side. 1, 2, 3. No, this is the 3. No, this is not a fair value gap. Because it has that overlapping buy side delivery and sell side delivery inside of that zone. I believe, I don't know, like this might not be the fair value gap. Like the one, it has a green candle, okay, like buy side delivery, then the fair value overlapping. So this zone has already delivered some buy side over there. So maybe this is not a fair value gap. But I don't know, like I don't want to make things any complicated. If that is the scenario, then this was the third fair value and that is where it traded. But I don't want to force make it third fair value and then go like this. Why I'm looking into this is because signatures, it leaves some signatures on that day, that's why. And if it's in hurry, I told you, like I just showed you from a Ripple XRP. If it's in hurry, it will not come back for the 15 minutes fair value retest or even that CSD order block opening price level. It will continue like this. So I would love to wait until this happens, until market can reach their macro starts, and let's see like if it is willing to take these liquidities. This is the new this is the sell side liquidity for my target, this one. I'll keep it somewhat around this. And inversion, why I marked it as inversion, I hope by now you already got the idea. Let me remove this on too many levels, confusing. That's the settlement price. like yesterday's settlement. Do I still need it? I don't think so. It's maybe for the first, like until 10:30 or something, not now. If you want you can use it, but not, I don't want to keep it any longer. It's for the initial 9:30 move. When 9:30 opens, if the settlement is lower, and especially when the scenario is something like this, cleared the buy side liquidity and then reached into a higher time frame point of interest, this is the probability. But when I was willing to take the entry was if market could give me either here or inside of this fair value, although it was a huge stop loss, but these two fair value gaps were where I was interested. So let's see, now it's trading the 15 minutes only bearish fair value gap, how market treats that fair value. Listen, it's already showing the intention to go higher. All I need is one more 15 minutes fair value in this leg. So on the 15 minutes chart, like this way, one more fair value gap about to form. I would love to see how that is forming. So I will mark this one, but I believe it should be a 15 minutes inversion fair value. I'll just mark it this way, but I believe that will be the scenario over here or case over here. Even if it reacts a little, all I want to say it's leaving the 15 minutes bullish fair value below. Why? Is because the range it fall, like from the high to low, it created only one bearish fair value, but even before going for that same range or area, it's creating more bullish fair value gaps, which indicates that market is more bullish than bearish. It's only because of that. And it's my observation for a long time that single fair value gaps on a big fall or any big move, it doesn't hold. It's literally it's the fair value that gets inverted or at least broken easily. Any dealing range in 15 minutes? Any dealing range? Yeah, from this high to this low, that's your dealing range. Even like fast high to low. Well, let me mark it from 15 minutes. This is today's range. Okay, like if you're thinking about this accumulation, or like previously what happened, this was the accumulation, this was the manipulation, distribution, buy side taken. Now it's a new range. So I would love to see that it's clearing either buy side then sell side. Like new dealing range is like this way, 50% below that the first PD array, or the only, like so far the PD array it has created for bullish setup is the order block and the fair value gap. All I want to see that it's creating another bullish fair value gap over here. Reaction, respect, whatever it is doing over there, I would love to have a fair value gap. A small, big, doesn't matter. The fair value gap will determine like how strong this leg is. If it has, for example, look here, okay, after that fair value, no bearish fair value, 1 2 3 4 candles, not a single. It's long wick here, long wick there. It has literally traded back and forth over there. If no fair value here, then I have to wait, what I said, trade back into this, go higher, create new fair value on that leg, utilize that leg to frame your setup. Before that, trust me, it will hurt you more than it will give you. I was willing to use this fair value gap over here and stop loss below that, but not in rush. The time is not suggesting me to do that. And it has left this equal loss. Hey Outlander bro, how are you? It will come to the opening gap. Yeah, opening gap, it has come already. the regular trading hour. This is that opening gap. It has reached for that level already, this level. The settlement, I removed it just a few minutes ago. It will close the opening gap. Close means it has closed over here, like this one. 9:30 open happened here. So when the lower move was happening, it has closed the opening gap already. Only thing I'm suggesting all of you, like if you're framing a setup or if you're looking for a setup, use the PM session, because what happened here is exactly the repeat of what happened yesterday. Okay, this first fair value gap, market is respecting that fair value, but it was disrespecting some as well because of the time. It was the lunch hour. During the lunch hour when the PM session started, after trading this fair value, this was the 15 minutes fair value it created, and this is where the best setup formed in 1 minute. Sideways price action or all the bodies were around the same level. This is where inside of your 15 minutes fair value, liquidity grab, market structure shift, 5 minutes change in state of delivery. Okay, let me actually fix this, because sometimes I will mark it this way and save it, and I will remove the order block level. I'll put it this way so that next time if I share any screenshot, you guys don't get confused, like why that is the order block and how I marked it. It's not this 1 minute candle, it's the 5 minutes change in state of delivery here inside of a 15 minutes fair value gap, and that change in state 1 minute chart was confirmed by 1 minute bullish fair value overlapping that area. Where is it? Here. It came back in overlapping. That was the highest probability entry for me. From a higher time frame point of interest, a 2022 YT model and my change in state overlapping fair value, highest probability. That's why I took 3 lots. That's the maximum I could take. So entry was literally around this market execution, and a stop loss I put it around this area. But the screenshot I shared, it was already, I think, below this candle or this candle. Cannot remember exactly where, but something around this, already in break even. Like when market was trading this fair value, it was already in break even, somewhat around this. In profit, not break even. And the move was literally one partial at this fair value, which is 30 handle, one partial at this high, which was the high trading 930 fair value, and I said it's too clean, market should not leave it like that way. So that is where I took the other partial, which is 175 handle, and the new week opening gap overlapping with that 15 minutes fair value gap. The midpoint is where I took the final, which is another 151 handle. 3 lots, 3 different exits, done with $5,000 profit. 4,900 something after the cost. Wait until this is taken, and let me remove those. Exact same scenario you are seeing today as well. So I would love, like, literally when it's coming for the fair value retest, it's already your lunch hour starting. So same thing, when that fair value after trading this was forming, this candle was the candle that literally started 12 PM. So avoid fair value, look for your setups. Could have been even better if market could clear these liquidities, but it's the same thing. It left that liquidity even yesterday as well. It came until that last fair value gap, and then the news started or the report came out. Market didn't clear the liquidity later today, later today it first cleared that buy side, then came for those sell side. It doesn't require to take this sell side because order block from hourly 5 minute hourly and 15 minutes chart. Same thing you can call about this one, change in state candle. It was never revisited. It has revisited the change in state candle over there, especially this 25% or simple the rejection block area, however you want to mark it. So all I want to see is market trading this fair value, then again creating that bullish structure if it's willing to go for that buy side, because now this buy side is more strong. This buy side, this is from 15 minutes chart, that high, this high is now relatively equal. So if I move, like if I draw another buy side over here, it will look something like this. And it's the same exact scenario. Okay, big fall, bullish move, new fair value created, setup given inside of your next kill zone or next silver bullet session. I believe it was inside the kill zone, not the silver. Yeah, 3 p.m. So right at the end of the silver bullet. So 2 to 3 between that window is your PM silver bullet. The same scenario you're seeing, like literally right after this candle or the next candle, you will have your lunch hour starting. It is generating some sell side liquidities now. My hand is telling me to press the sell button from this area, from this fair value and the new day, what it calls, like inverting this and using the new day for this and this. But the time is not suggesting. This fair value got inverted, that's why. Okay, let me put a mark over here. Okay, like this way. I would take it little inside, but anyway. Third candle high is right here. 23 handle out of stop loss. Target until this. Not this, sorry. This. It's telling me that, but I don't trust the process. Okay, it didn't trade the upper fair value gaps 25%. I would love to trust the process if that was the scenario over there. Like, it's rejecting from there, then I would love to, like, I would press my button. But since it's rejecting just from the low and it didn't even trade that fair value, even if it goes, I'm not trusting the process. It's that case. So that's why I'm putting a positioning tool over there. By the way, there is no weak candle, a pure draw for me. Let's take a partial over here on that imaginary entry. Hello sir, how are you? For your viewers, before trading, he is my friend, we can argue or fight. Yes, exactly. And the same day we sorted it out, right? So no issue. And you don't have to remind them. By the way, how was your day? I didn't take any entry. I framed, I not framed, but I was talking about two different levels. It literally delivered the way, but unfortunately the fair value or the size of a stop loss, I couldn't take it. I could not take it because of that. The time I'm gonna finish very soon. I will keep an eye on the PM session in case if I can. Like today during London, I have already got this, so I don't really need to trade anymore. But anyway, and also I copied it in one of other account. Yesterday was a day for me, to be honest. 4 accounts, $5,000 profit each. So yesterday was the day. But yeah, I mean, first leg, premium discount. You don't believe in that anyway, it doesn't matter. Traded only like the first PDRA inside of or above that equilibrium level, beautifully traded. Second leg, premium discount, The okay, here is the thing. 5 minutes traded into the fair value, left the breakaway gap, order block level. When market was retracing, I talked about this part. Like, sorry guys, if I'm too repetitive, it's because my friend or some of his viewers are here now, so that's why I'm just repeating the things. Inside of this fair value, the chart is too hard to see, right? So this is that change in state candle or the order block candle, the way I point it out. Inside of that fair value, this is that new high to low, from this high to this low. When the retracement was happening, the midpoint of the equilibrium level. Above that, I had the order block of the change in state candle that market had to retest. It was that retest. Now that entry, yes, it has delivered until that last fair value of the first partial. So now my stop loss should be at break even. On that imaginary, if the time was suggesting, I might have taken it, but yeah, I mean, time is not suggesting, so I'm not taking. And my sell side is this one, and until the 15 minutes bullish change in state candle level, until this, if it can break through that. So partial, now stop loss break even, or even in profit. So for example, it might be at this level right now here. Is it buffering for me only? I think my internet is again messed up. It's been messing up a lot, so it can be that. Because the whole time the speed was something like 8,000, 9,000 kbps, and all of a sudden it dropped into like 4,000, 5,000. Oh, let me remove that. This level and this level. The reason I targeted this is because the 15 minutes change in state candle opening price is right there. That's why. So until below that sell side, until that first. With that imaginary entry, partial taken, now rest of the position at break even. And like I didn't name it there, but it's because of this. Okay, I talked about it. I guess you were here during that 4-minute delay also for me, and I'm in Australia. I think it's because of the internet, bro. Like whenever there is a lag on the upload speed, or like there is a interruption between the internet connection, it automatically creates that lag. Yesterday, day before yesterday, it's a scenario for almost every. Okay, I'll try my best to let's see, like if I can take another plan for myself or not, just to stream like that one. I will only connect the streaming setup. And during this time, all at a sudden it drops when everyone in my house is sleeping, or they are not even utilizing the internet connection. It I don't know how it drops during this time. Press it, press it, press it right here. Titu, I don't want to say the name, but this is my stop loss. No, not there, 25%, and this is my target. Dang, the live is super delayed. Okay, I will actually call T2 after finishing the stream. This is the macro starting, right? The 1150. The launch macro, the final macro. So let me see if it's willing to go for that or not, just this one. Nah, all good. Like this sell side is more obvious, that's why I was trying to utilize one of those, but already came too far. All good. TTSMC, it's buffering for me also, bro. Happy to see you here again. He will be here, man. He will be here. He will be everywhere. Disciplined man, I believe, bro. It's because of the internet. It's literally uploading at a speed of like 5,000, 6,000, and it's like fluctuating. When it's a fluctuation, I think it lags. Or maybe a lot of people suddenly joined, so my server is having fun. Missed the first entry, then got the second entry for 46 handles. Oh, and you are trading your funded account, right? If I'm not wrong. And if it's a funded account entry, don't forget what I said, and please do not intentionally blow it. Like after a first payout or something that you said, please do not intentionally blow it, because I told you, right? If you don't want to use the money, you can still make money and donate it. So do good for other people, but do not give it back to the people who already have money. This one, come on. Would love to see like lunch macro. Let's see how the macro is. It's not gonna go that far, to be honest, but I would love to see it's going above that 0.5 there, if possible. This level, to be specific. No weak candle. When that's why I said like this is my draw on liquidity. By the way, today's London, okay, it was fun. The draw on liquidity. Oh my god, this. I didn't even target it higher with my first partial. Like literally I took the entry at this level. Like at the low of that candle is where I got my entry. It was like this way during that specific setup. So got the entry. This is what I targeted. And I shared it on your Discord as well. But that's the just the silver bullet time, the first entry that I framed. Then later on, this is the entry I framed over there. And again, it was for this reason as well. The retracement below 0.5 into this. So let's see. How like where did you find the second entry? From this inversion, I missed it because I was like, someone asked me about my London trades or setups. I was talking about this. So by the time I came back to the chart, it was already expanding with this candle. So I didn't take any entry, but I saw that I marked it when this was happening, like that inversion. But anyway, and 5 minutes fair value gap order block level was traded, so was obvious. At the same time, the liquidity like it created with the other one, like this. I removed it because it's taken already. That's why like I removed it and just moved it to here as the previous day low and previous day high. So the buy side, I had it as buy side from yesterday, but now previous day high and previous day low, that way. Okay, so it has reached for that fair value or no? Not yet. It's a breakaway gap, but still I would love to see if it can tap there before falling. It was respecting that one good enough. There is now this opportunity. If anyone is still like, I'm not willing to take it, but if it can close below that, then there is this already. That is a entry for me, I believe. Let me remove this one and let me keep this one as the Now you are going there, not willing to see that. Not willing to see that you are respecting this one and not taking the sell side. Lunch hour, I will finish within next 5 minutes or something, since my friend is a lol. What happened? I think your messages are delayed also, lol. Thanks. What happened? I just framed the trade and closed the stream. Not able to take it for for the same reason. Time. Yeah, exactly. So now it's going for that fair value gap or the midpoint. I believe. It still didn't clear that high. So let's see how that is happening. But I would love to see it reaching for this level. This is the 25% of that breakaway gap. Since it has broken the mean threshold. Oh, T2, like where you frame the setup, here or somewhere on this leg? Like time or anything you can say, so that I can see like what I missed over there. It's a learning curve for all of us. So great, you shake hand again with Asif. Ali Mahdi, why not, bro? Why not? Why not? We shake hands every day, bro. You don't know. Me and T2, we had bigger fights. Whatever you saw over here, it's literally shit. It's nothing. We had bigger fights. Remember my... No, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say. Funded done yesterday at 6 p.m. Oh, so you didn't trade the funded today? Ah, damn it. Trade funded, bro, because that will be fun. Funded will be fun. Cause we know, like as I said over and over again, like keep trading the funded, make the money and donate it. There are lots of people who needs some support, so why not? That's why I said, like, whatever the earnings or whatever it will come, like I'm already donating, you know that already, like I'm already donating from my personal earnings or savings, but especially the YouTube one, the one that I'm getting from YouTube, I'm willing to donate it to people as well. Like some I will make, or I will put into the community, like maybe some giveaways or something using that, but mostly I will try to donate most of the, like whatever it will come. So far I think it's like 45 Australian dollars or something, so not a big amount, but whatever it is, I don't worry about the amount. Oh, it actually traded the OTZ as well, although I was not willing to see that, but just that 6-2. Now let's see what it has to do. Is it inverting this or is it going through that one more time? Well, let me remove it. It invalidated already a long ago with this one single candle. T2SMC, since you joined the stream, the number of likes hasn't changed. It's still at 18. Oh, so this is how you're taking revenge, T2. T2 is still learning on ICT. One day he will 5 win 0 loss. What was that? T2 today took 5 loss 2 wins in live. What the hell are you talking about, guys? What's happening? T2, what is it? I don't know, like bro, I didn't get time to see it, so tell me. Oh, the body. Let's donate some money. Let's donate some money before I finish the stream barehanded. Funded account. Funded account. Funded account. Let's donate some money. I thought it gonna close below this bloody fair value gap. Just need to go for 2 more winning days for the first payout request. So for 3 days and $1,500. Amazing. Yes, to have news issues when a stop loss hit like mine, I'm donating some money during the lunch hour. No entry is valid during lunch hour. Do not take the entry. It's me who is willing to donate some money because I have taken too much in 2 days. Mm, 3 days 15. So you're going with small risk small gain, I guess. Like it's not small, but I'm saying it because you can do better. Like you can make way more than what you are saying. By the way, have I done something the same way? Let me check. Same range. Okay. I'll leave this, but I will close it. I'll leave this, but I will close it. Two minutes left. Let's see. This can be my target for now. Like the target is here, okay? I'm just willing to close it because lunch hour. Let's see. Like I'm gonna close it anytime now. This candle's closer, I will close it. If it expands like this way and grabs one of these liquidities, that's where I'm done with my trade. Although this is the cleanest liquidity. Come on, that is the one going for my TP. Let it hit over there. Halfway. Halfway. No weak candle, that's why I don't have any other level to put it. I'm just putting it halfway. $150 or something from that entry, but showed me way more than that. Don't care. Oh, by the way, I should not be removing the drawing. Is it showing the drawing? Here. By the way, by now it should be at the mean threshold. because it has rejected from there, closed way below. See that no wick candle? That's why. I hate no wick candles, man. That's my draw on liquidity. So by now this is where I could easily take the profit over here, or even that volume imbalance, okay, like even around this area at the body at this level. But as I said, like by the time this candle will close, I will close it. So instead of closing, I just trailed it there so that it can hit it if it's willing to go for that no wick candle. If there was a wick, that could have been my stop loss, as there is this fair value presented. No wick, no wick. I love no wick. No wick means the love of my life. Should not go for mean threshold one more time if it's willing to clear this sell side. If it goes for mean threshold, this is where I'm happy to get stopped out. It can go close to that with the wick, but not go for the mean threshold. The reason behind that is it has traded mean threshold, closed below the order block low. So now this level should not be revisited. I would love to see it's continuing lower for the sell side liquidity. And lunch hour, usually some liquidity taken, some high will be taken. Again, it will come for these equal lows and create more relative equal lows with this, something like that way. But until it goes there, still, let's say this is the entry, still continuing. Should reject from the order block if it's willing to go for the sell side. And that was the 25% of that fair value gap. This high was trading the OTZ. Okay, so that's me done with that entry. Now what it gonna do is it gonna clear these equal highs, or at least this high, and create exact equal high over there. Again come back for these lows. That's how lunch hour works so far. That's what my observation of lunch hour is. Generates liquidity. Welcome Shiba. What happens? Great trade. T2SMC trader, great job bro. I will visit it. What happened? Announced. Okay. T2SMC trader, hit the like button. I'm the wizard, but on the other hand, you are not hitting the like button on your friend stream. Thanks. Keep mocking him. Keep mocking him. Do not let him go without hitting the like button or the love button. Okay, like literally I would love to see something like this happening over there. This is a love gifted or wrapped into a gift for you guys, all of you. Let's see. Announced that how to pass the evil and risk for fast payouts. So going with discipline so that viewers can be confident. So no over trading, just 500 and done. Amazing. And just 500 is more than enough to earn $10,000 a month. It's more than enough to earn or make $10,000. Tanja loves T2. I will find a way to talk with Tanja and to what it calls. Oh, by the way, this is, let me remove it. I will find a way to talk with Tanja and maybe give her T2's contract number. Now is the time to create a short-term low so that it can take that liquidity as well. Maybe after this area. The new day opening gap low or something. T2 and Tanja both have beach meeting. Oh shit, bro. One day she stream live and saying his name. ICT is proud T2. He's Kalapur ICT. Oh my god, everyone, keep mocking him, keep mocking him. Is he still here? Why he's not saying anything? Where is T2? I would love to see something. You are saying something regarding the new proposal you got. You are also not married yet, and I know you don't have a person fixed. By the way. Tick by tick. Oh shit, man. 1 to 2. I should have put it like this way. Okay, like I didn't look into that volume imbalance earlier. After the rejection, I was looking on the left, like why exactly it's looking going higher. So, but this is how it looks. 27 handle. So I saw more than $540 on that trade. Yeah, no week. That's exactly, bro. That's exactly. No week means 11. Oh, okay. Just a sec. 11:44. No week. 11:44. Where? 11:44. This one. This is the 11:40. So hard. NI because they trap retail max. Nah, it was. This was okay. This was a okay trade for me. I mean, rejecting from 15 minutes, respecting inverted or the fair value. Again, look, the whole scenario. First fair value, second fair value, third on respect. Went higher into the higher time frame point of interest above that high. Okay, that retracement high from 1 minute, 5 minute, whatever you can say. Falling first fair value, second fair value, third fair value. Traded overlapping PDRS like new day opening gap, inversion fair value gap. Traded, continued lower. I have volume imbalances up there, but anyway, same way I'm looking into the buy side as well, like the earlier move. 1, 2, 3, third fair value trade. 1, 2, 3, third fair value trade. 1, 2, 3, third fair value trade. So whatever, like it's the signature that some. Oh, by the way, T2, since you are here, do you consider this as a fair value gap, bro? This one. Because of that candle overlapping, like the buy side delivery overlapping with the sell side imbalance that you are seeing over here. Do you consider this fair value as a fair value gap or no? If you are still here, say something. I need you to say something. Like write SOMETHING something. Because you are the king of fair value, right? So I would love to see or know it from you. Because when this leg was happening, I will, after getting your answer, I will talk about this leg. Because when I was talking about this leg, I would love to. Don't blush him. Cesar, why not, bro? Why not? Why not? This is the moment, bro. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. Okay, so we all, ICT will cry. Where is he? I want to know. I cannot find him saying anything. Where is he? Did he left? It's lunch hour. I'm gonna finish like maybe in 10-20 minutes, but I would love to. Rich and poor. Bangladeshis are hardworking people. Yeah, exactly, bro. We love hardworking. Like when we were in Bangladesh, we barely used our own hand or leg to bring a glass of water for ourselves. That's how hardworking we are. And if you're thinking about our student life, okay, like uh, I had a like when I was studying the engineering back in Bangladesh, I had a tuition. Okay, my one of my uncle managed me a tuition or a job to teach kids, and the money was pretty good, like 10,000 Bangladeshi taka back in 2011-12. It was literally a very good amount, okay, for from each kid. So I had a tuition that I could do, and the kids are really smart. Like they were literally very sharp-minded, and they were understanding things very easily. I don't know if I'm a good teacher or not, but at least that's what my experience was. First couple of weeks, and after maybe 2 months or 3 months, I said to my uncle like, it's okay, I don't want to continue with this. You can you can give or recommend it to someone else. And he was like, why you don't want to continue? I said, because the time I'm spending here, I can have fun with my friends or watch movies at home. That's how hardworking I was. And we all are. Like we spend more times on a tea stall. Even today, like think this way, like literally after that no week take profit was done from this leg, I went outside straight away, like literally to have tea and to meet my friend. I will show if you guys want, I will show you the message of my friend or call of my friend that literally he was calling me during that moment. The one who is in Australian Air Force. He came. By the way, I love his car. One day I will maybe take it from him. I don't know. Like I'm having tea, bro. I'm having like literally I have a the I don't know what this tea I should be calling. It's more like mint, lemon, a little bit of sea salt, then ginger, that type of tea. T2 is busy. Yeah, I'm not seeing him. I don't know like if he left or not. 144 candle, 1 minute had no wick taken now. What am I? Oh, sorry, 11 for bullshit, man. Wow. Yeah. I mean, wherever, okay, wherever. No weak candle came back. No weak candle came back. I'm waiting to see this sell side and this fair value to be taken for this no weak candle. And this is where literally when market was going for that this high and the 15 minutes fair value retest, this is where like these are the fair values I was keeping my eyes so that I can participate, because I had a 15 minutes change in state overlapping with the 15 minutes bullish fair value and multiple 5 minutes fair value gap. So one fair value, two fair value, three fair value. It's going from the third one, but it is what it is. The best no wick candle that you can look for is the one that is presented in almost every time frame. For example, this no wick candle I can see on 5 minutes. I can see it on 1 minute. Maybe 15 minute doesn't have that candle presented over there, but still like multiple time frames. Is T2 here? T2 here? The truth is the likes still haven't changed. Looks like someone is hiding. Come on, hit that like button. Don't be shy. Hey, Arthur. It's okay. He doesn't like me, bro. After all this, after saying everything, if he's still not liking it, then he doesn't like us. Or he doesn't like me. What can I say? And Outlander, I'm so sorry, bro. If it's delayed, I believe or I might be slow, but if it delayed it because of the speed, it's very like it's fluctuating. It's sometimes 10,000 coming back to 5,000, 4,000, something like that. When it fluctuates, it also like lags, the stream lags as well. But if it's even 5,000 throughout the entire stream without too much fluctuation, I think it goes smooth. Maybe it renders the resolution, lowers the resolution, but it goes smooth. Now it's fluctuating a lot, like sometimes I'm seeing 3,700, sometimes it's 10,000, 9,000, 11,000, something like that. The upload speed is what have a big issue. So let's see, now this is the low lunch hour. Okay, one high will be taken, whatever these highs, this high will be taken, some lows will form and it will take the lows. So if not the sell side, then this low, and this whole area on the 5 minutes, on 15 minutes, you will see it's like a consolidation. Let's come from the 15 minutes. This is how it looks. Even I can go for the other body as well, since there is the fair value gap below that. This is that 5 minutes, it's even better like this, all the bodies. Okay, so this is that part. If it's willing to go through this for the buy side that it has generated, for example, this is a old buy side sitting right there. From 15 minute chart, it's even clear, and this is the new buy side it has generated. So relative equal highs over here. If it goes for that level, I would love to see the accumulation, manipulation, distribution. It's the same scenario like yesterday, like same scenario, like literally here during the lunch hour. It's the same scenario. All the bodies. Then the manipulation lower happened, then the distribution higher happened. You are seeing the same thing over here. After this leg, 15 minutes bullish fair value was created, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. This leg, 15 minutes bullish fair value is created over there, we already know, but this accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Same scene. So the result should be the same. Yesterday I made another mistake that I could have maximized, because when I got the entry, literally from here, I had so many areas where I could have added especially the 930 that I removed, actually this one. Because why I'm saying this is because my entry was here, right? So if I even add around this area, I had like other point of interest overlapping, like literally 15 minutes new bullish fair value gaps were forming, 5 minutes fair value gaps, breakout gaps, this sort of thing. So this entry and even this entry, it could have the average could have still sit somewhat around this, so way below the current price level. It was still safe to go for that until the new day and the overlapping 5 minutes bearish fair value. So it was still a good idea to do that. And I'm not talking about this one, but since my initial target was that high, this was also an opportunity for me. So after trading the fair value gap, market started to go higher, created new fair values. Maybe from here I could look for it, but the only reason I didn't talk about this fair value is because here to here it's not a big range. It's like P poise, it's a big range, but see, like no weak candle, then there are volume imbalances over there, and literally this order block is where I could maximum trail my stop loss. So if I trailed anywhere like between below the mean threshold here, or even like any of these candles low, this is where if I add it, the average will go around this level. Like the midpoint of my entry was around this, and if I'm talking about this fair value, maybe a tick inside, but just keep it. So this is where my average will be. It's my trailing stop loss will be still in losing area. Like I might get hit by the pullback. So I was not willing to do that. But this is where the average, like same entry, if I could add inside of this 930 overlapping that bullish fair value, if I could add somewhere around that area, this is where my average entry was, or even below that, because I had more like I had 2 lots still running. So the 75% is where the stop loss, sorry, the average entry, it was around this area. From here to here, this is how much it could have jumped and maximize the rest of the move until this, whatever I was anticipating. I didn't hold until that high, but this new day opening gap overlapping with the 15 minutes fair value, the midpoint is where I was aiming for. So another, how many handles? 57 handles. I could do that, but anyway, doesn't matter. 5,000, not bad at all. Not bad at all. T2 is here or no? I'm just listening to you, man. Keep going. Why you are listening to me, man? Tell me about this fair value gap. I need to know, because I have something to talk about on this leg. If you say no to this fair value, then I have something that is clear. If you say yes to this fair value, then there is nothing. Okay, it just traded a recent swing low or a recent fair value gap and continued lower for that sell side, or at least this leg. It is a bigger leg over here, like from here to here. So 58 handle, and there was that liquidity. Oh no, it after trading that, oh, the liquidity was here. So maybe the high of the fair value was where I could have looked into using that fair value. 52 handle is still not a bad, but I would love to see this one. Like, what is your opinion about this on T2? Do you consider this as a fair value gap, or it's just a gap? Because there is that buy side delivery happened right on that leg, like literally within this zone. Boy, could you do us a favor and show us all your settings and tools you're using in TradingView and outside of it, like your trade copy program? Not now, maybe tomorrow. No, trade copy, it's literally the copy trading of this. So go to your, can you see it? Let me first show that. Okay, yeah, so it's with the top step X, but if you are using the trade copier from your using TradeOvate or any other option, you have to look into it in TradeOvate. Maybe I can make a video about it, but yeah, it's about that one, the trade copy. About the settings, what settings actually? Like the templates. So for everything I have kept it this way, like fib, grid, measuring gap, which is literally just -1, 0 and +1. That's the one. Measuring gap is mostly, it will form at the equilibrium level. So one standard from that measuring gap, it's that. Mean threshold, we all know, like just 1, 0 and 0.5, the midpoint. Then the OTZ, it's 627 on 79 and whatever the rest. This 1.5 is something that I have put for myself, because if I can get the entry from the 6 level, that -1.5 is where I will get a 1:2 risk to reward if my stop loss is at 1. So for example, like this 6 level entry, a stop loss at 1, this is like zero calculation. Okay, like you don't have to calculate how far I should target, where I should put the stop loss. This way, from a high to low you are projecting, or you are looking for the OTZ. the low or high will be your stop loss, and this, so it will give you 1:2 every time you will target this way. So it's that part like this. Maybe I have put it this way. Okay, so this is literally every time you will get it from 6 to from 7 1, it will be 3 1:3 every time like this. So that negative 1.5, it's nothing, it's what I created to have an idea like where can be my 1 to 2 or where can be my target. It's that. I don't see the importance of that fair value. Okay, finally you answered. Bloody. I'm gonna call you again and I'm gonna fight with you. You answered it after half an hour. The reason behind that, why I'm saying this, okay, anyway, why I'm saying this is because it's the same thing I'm seeing the whole day. Okay, like 1 2 third fair value trade, market went lower. 1, there is a small fair value here. 2, if this is that balance price area where market created that fair value, which can be just a gap, not a fair value gap, then this is the third fair value that it traded and then took that sell side liquidity. So like this liquidity, and traded into a higher time frame point of interest here. So after trading the third fair value, when it was going higher from after clearing all the liquidity, like all means all these relative equal lows, and this low, I believe it was reversing from the last fair value gap as well. Like 1 minute, I know that, but I didn't draw it because I already have the 15 minutes on overlapping around that area. So it's the same scenario on this leg as well, like first, second, third fair value, again first, second, third fair value until that 15 minutes or higher time frame point of interest. I believe it's still continuing like that way. Like it's something I'm keeping an eye. I'm not trying to give any new ideas or generate anything, but I have seen enough from the market. Like if the algorithm is real, okay, since we trade trusting that process, if the algorithm is real, it's not gonna deliver the exact same way every day. That's what I believe. So the day it will deliver from the order yesterday. Okay, let me show you something over here. I forgot exactly where that happened. Okay, here. I forgot exactly where today was. I was talking about it, but it's like that way. Like it leaves some marks or remarks. Like the way it's trading, it leaves some remarks that it is using a certain PD array. I don't know like if this is that case or not, but anyway, yesterday I saw like the whole day it was trading mostly the inverted ones. Where is the yesterday? This is today. So from the London session, London, I forgot exactly where. 5 minutes, I believe it's from 5 minutes, not 15, but anyway, not this one definitely. Oh, now I remember. Hourly it is. Now I actually forgot exactly what I was pointing, so it might be in my stream. I forgot exactly from which time frame I was showing it, and it was literally the whole day it was doing it the same way. So yesterday, is it this? Yeah, that should be the yesterday's buy side that I was aiming for. So somewhere from this, cleared the buy side. think this one, yes, from here 5 minutes. So after clearing the buy side like this way, then again taking this high, there's supposed to be another one right there somewhere down below, or from there to 1 minute. Let's check. Forgot, it's in my yesterday's stream, so in case of emergency. Okay, it's the same leg or same area where that was happening. So after that, what was it, here or here where I was, oh, here, the 8:30 before that move, then the other one, it's this one or the other one, here, something like this. I forgot, it's in my yesterday's stream, so mostly it will be something like this. After that, what happened, took any trade today? Hi Sijo bhai, kaise ho? Took any? Oh Sijo, 3 to 4 minutes lag. If possible, change to higher speed or plan. When you switch to mobile, it worked nice. I didn't switch today, that's the issue, and like no point of switching now inside of the lunch hour. I literally have or barely have anything to talk about, so let me check. Life funded traders work hard to reach the top step program. Let's see like what top step has to say. Just like a professional athlete, you cannot do sport as a pro team. Your attention should be, oh, why are you sending me this? The life funded account is something that I'm willing to either blow or make a huge outcome. So I'm gonna go even crazy over there. It's bloody shit experience over there. The shittest possible experience I ever had with a prop firm. It's cool to observe new things. I believe this is how ICT concept has built. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, about the internet, bear with me couple more days, I believe. Not days actually, I was planning to do it after January, so because after January I have some big plans, like literally big plans means some plans about my life decisions. Not talking about getting married, so do not generate any idea. It's not about getting married, it's more about settling down to a permanent area or something. Okay, either it will be in a place in Australia, maybe I'll look for some properties or something, but if not in Australia, then in back in my country with my parents, because they are never like, they when I was applying for Australia or when I was coming for Australia, they already said or told me clearly that I will not go away or abroad, leaving our childhood memories or the assets that we have built throughout our life journey. We will not do that. So if you want to settle down there, you can. We don't have any complaint or anything, but we will not. So in that case of scenario, I don't really want to stay far from my family members as well. It's now they're getting old, so I would love to be by their side the way when they are still there for me whenever I am in problem or I need help from them. They are still there. So even if I need to share anything, I call my mom. So yeah, I mean, I would love to be there with them since they are not willing to come, and the decision I'm gonna take end of January. So after that, I will be fixing a lot of issues. Things will be different. Whatever it is, you guys will see. So bear with me until that part. Gold traders are sitting on hands waiting for the move, and here we are suffering like crazy because of the move, right? Let me check how the GC market is looking at GCG. I think this is the one. What happened? Oh, bro, listen, it's literally all-time high. Like there is no other high on gold. That was that all-time high. Okay, from, by the way, is it the GC actually? When did this happen? The last time I saw something around this. See that line? That was I don't even remember like what was that line for. And why there is a new week opening gap? I think it's, what is this? Why there are some drawings over here that doesn't overlap with anything? This is a daily chart. How come it's not? There is nothing. Sell side, I think it moved or something. I don't know. Like this prop firm has a lot of issues. Like one guy was earlier asking, like he long ago he failed a challenge, and recently he got a mail that if you congratulations on getting funded, and if you pay you will get the funded account or whatever, like something like that. I don't know if it's the scam or not, but yeah, I mean they have brain hammers. They have some issues. Yeah, so I'm exploring some new things. Exactly what you said. Dumping to 300 handles and pumping in a day, unreal. Yeah, like it's literally what you saw yesterday. It's the exact same thing you are seeing today as well. They started with a big dump, then so it's unfinished business. If the 15-minute CSD high is not traded, even though it did trade the week as an OB. Yeah, I saw that, but more importantly, it was trading this breaker as well, like overlapping fair value gap this way. When that was happening, I already shared. You are not here, but this is how it looks. So it is trading the fair value gap. Also the fair value gap 25% at least I want to see is getting traded. The same reason I was talking about this high from the 15 minutes chart, this way. And that change in state after confirmation, again how this is okay, that's from 15 minutes, so it is okay if it's moved a little. It's not moved, like it's from 15 minutes chart. That's why the level is showing a little different area over there. So this, the only thing I didn't like is it didn't trade back into this area. Other than that, it was all right. Especially that CISD level. Now it has generated more sell side liquidity. So if it continues higher like this today, especially the same thing you saw yesterday as well, it generated liquidity, it started to go higher. Later it generated more liquidity during the London session, and after the New York AM session, one-sided move towards that sell side liquidity. And after taking the liquidity, it's again going higher, generating more liquidities above that trends. That's how I'm seeing it. Like this 5 minutes structure or area is looking like it has generated a lot of, even from 1 minute, from 15 minutes, however you want to say. So it's not unfinished, but it's like the observation, the way I have observed it, it's more just think this way, okay, like market has went so far up there, but we didn't, like, let me remove it, we didn't get, we have now this as our liquidity, and we have what above there, like literally above this high, what did we have over there? Just the 930, just the 930 or like the 930 high and a little bit of old 15 minutes liquidity sitting over there, or you can call it the same way in 1 minute chart, like equal highs, and now we have more relative equal highs over here from 15 minutes, from 1 minute, from 5 minute, whatever it is. So I have marked both of them just to see when it will take this liquidity, if it can, like how close it is reaching for that level, or how close it is leaving that rest of the liquidity. For example, when this leg was happening, the retracement leg, this one still didn't take the liquidity, okay, like these liquidities. So I saw it's now more obvious. It's not, I'm not framing any buy long on any of this setup, or like I'm not looking for any buy long over here. Same, when this leg cleared these liquidities, I saw how close it is from this liquidity. So still I'm not willing to frame any buy long, because it was literally something like this, okay, like that was the liquidity level, the other one is sitting around this area, so it's relative equal lows is still. Instead what I saw, like the 5 minutes change in state or the fair value gap trade happened, then market again started to go lower. Finally it cleared those liquidity, traded 1 minute last fair value from 15 minutes. I was waiting for this as well, like you guys are not here, few of you, that's why I'm saying, like one candle closed below, the very next candle traded above, back above the fair value. So if this is a fake breakout, I would love to see it's closing back above the fair value, not even inside, above, because it's the last fair value before this liquidity or this liquidity. There is nothing that can hold the price, because previously it has traded this order block, this low. So if it falls, it is trading this order block, which is the change in state of delivery from a new day opening gap or previous order block level, from 4 hours as well. Like this was trading into a 4 hours order block mean threshold. This low is exactly 4 hours or hourly, I forgot. This low is exactly rejecting from that mean threshold, like this. So that fair value gap was important, and I needed confirmation until I can mark it as a breakout for the next level, or a fake breakout for again higher run. It was that part. And the whole leg, I have talked about it earlier. Now maybe you haven't looked into it this way, but even when market was around this area, just check my earlier stream, I have talked about it even long ago, that when a big move happens and there is only one single fair value, chances are high that fair value will not be respected. It may even act as an inversion fair value for your buy side delivery. Yesterday, the exact same scenario I'm gonna show you from hourly as well. This was the hourly fair value gap. If this is the high respect, I don't think it's because of that. It's because that was, we all know, like that was the Nvidia earning. So one single candle of 1 minute actually delivered that yesterday, that leg, one single 1 minute candle here, it was that. So not the rejection of high, it went through that. This is how it looks today so far. Okay, it didn't even break below that fair value gap. Same scenario, even from 15 minutes, one single fair value going through that. It's literally that part. So yeah, I mean, I was telling the stream, like the viewers, that it created only one single fair value on a 300 handle or 250-60 handle worth of move. Like literally it's a 400 handle worth of move and one single bearish fair value. I don't trust that fair value. It created already, like it didn't even reach halfway of the entire range. It has already created one over here. It's creating another one over here, or it has created another one. So this leg has more bullishness than the bearishness. It's big candles, okay, I agree with the big candles, but I don't agree with the high probability directions or fair value gaps. It's 400 handle worth of move. Just observe it, check it. I think Shiva can confirm it. So yeah, I mean Shiva can confirm it because he knows it for a long time now, and I believe he has already observed it enough that he might have some insights about it. So it's that 400 handle, one single fair value. It already created that one fair value within first 200 handles, and another like within how many 332 handles it has already created two fair value gaps over there. So that's already bullish bias for me, and that's why I was planning to see like if market can take those 1 minute liquidity levels and trade back into this fair value of the order block level, like the change in state level, the opening price. It traded the wicks. I'm still happy to see that, but yeah, like since it generated liquidity, it's hard for me to go for a buy long setup using any of the legs of that area, because it has now liquidity that market can take or market can use in terms of going higher. So yeah, I mean it is what it is. Lunch hour is still 30 minutes left, so I would rather finish the stream now, and since it's lagging and it's delayed, I'm sorry about the lags and delay. I cannot help it at the moment because as I said, I'm planning to settle down or take a decision after January. So until that I might have to continue either with my mobile network or whatever network I can get out of my internet provider. It's hard, like it's literally I'm paying good amount of money, but unfortunately it's a 5G modem. It's not the NBN, it's not the broadband. That's why it's laggy. I cannot play games with that, and I took it intentionally so that I can I don't divert myself playing games. So yeah, it was my intentional move for the 5G modem, not because the NBN. No, it's NBN 100, right? Yeah. So what is it? The company name? I forgot. Is it the NBN or what? Come on, let me check one more time. AGL, right? No, AGL is for the TPG. AGL is for the electricity. tpg.com.au. It's NBN 100. That's the one I'm using, right? It's not even loading the TPG website. Yeah, guys, I will finish it now. So I don't think there is any point of continuing it. The only thing I could take or I could frame was from here using this a tight stop loss. It was very close to that stop loss. Lunch hour, no entry is valid, so I don't even count that as a entry or that as a profit or something. Whatever it is, that's the only thing. Other than that, it was too big for me to take a entry on a funded account, or when I'm copying the trades on other accounts I cannot do it. What is it? I got a message. Is there any way? Yeah, I saw that, but how can I answer it? I'll think about it. I don't want to talk about it here, but yeah, I will think about it. It's hard because anyway, I don't really want to say it here since you send a DM, so I'll keep the DM to me. It's a private message, so no need to make it public.